Tonight, Target 11 is taking a look at a potential danger in your car. You may be riding with counterfeit airbags, not even know it. They don't inflate or they fail to inflate properly.
Could mean the difference between life and death. Target 11's Rick Earl is here with the warning from the government tonight. Rick.
Peggy, David, the government says tens of thousands of cars may be affected. Video from the Department of Transportation shows the problem. Airbags propelling fiery metal shrapnel at passengers or not deploying at all. They are in 1 in 1,000 cars. And authorities say organized criminals are selling the bad airbags as replacements after a crash.
If you're replacing an airbag in your car, deal with a reputable supplier and ask questions about where the replacement part came from.
Now, those bogus airbags were sold within the past 3 years online or at repair shops. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has a website you can check out to see if your car is affected. We have a link on WPXI.com, or you can call your car's manufacturer or dealership. Reporting live, Rick Earl, Channel 11 News.
An airbag is a critical component in a car, and if it does not work in a crash, the occupant can be killed or seriously injured because the airbag didn't deploy or it deployed improperly. Honda recently recalled well over 1 million vehicles for airbag modules that exploded and sent shrapnel into the occupant compartment, killed at least 2 people, and but for the grace of God, cut the jugular of another woman who managed to have emergency medical care and survive. So what the DOT is warning about today is an airbag that can explode, an airbag that might not go off in a crash, and that's the last thing that you want to have happen in a crash. If you look at the auto parts industry, over the last 10-15 years, more and more parts have been made abroad, particularly in China. It's cheaper to make parts there, but the parts that are coming in are not subject to quality control and specification or certification. So you end up with a cheap part, but it can be a defective part. What most consumers don't realize is that your airbag is tailored to the way the car collapses in a crash. So not even if you have one model of a Toyota, that airbag is very likely to be different than what's in another model. And when you're talking about counterfeit airbags, the manufacturer has no idea what vehicle is going in. It's not fitted to the crash pulse of the car, so it's not going to provide the same level of protection that a airbag designed for that car will do. First of all, counterfeit airbags began coming into this country about 3 years ago. What you should do is take your vehicle to a franchise dealer and ask them to inspect the part. But better yet, if it was covered under insurance, go to your insurance company and ask them for to investigate to make sure that you got what you prescribed under your insurance policy, which is an original equipment replacement airbag.